Hi, thank you very much for coming here today. I appreciate it. And Tom is one of my constituents, and so it's good to see you, Tom. And I want to thank Legal Services. They've also been very helpful to my office, and they've continued an open dialogue. And I know they're so overwhelmed, but we appreciate everything that you're doing. I just wanted to bring up one topic that hasn't been discussed, but it is related to insurance because it is the fact that homeowners can't get insurance has led to a major problem in the community, and that is mold. I know of many cases where we were relying on volunteers to remove mold because they can't afford to pay for a specialist. Have you come across, from your experiences, I know, Tom, you could tell me probably 1,000 stories in Midland Beach, Legal Services, have you been able to, I mean, what is your interpretation of what's going on here with lack of insurance companies not paying, and then mold becoming a major issue in the community?
Yeah, it is. As I said, the woman that I mentioned earlier, who's in South Beach, whose mortgage company has been holding her insurance check, her problem is mold. That's why she can't get home, because she has a medical condition that makes her especially sensitive. But even if she weren't, it's not safe. So, yeah, her main holdup is getting somebody to remove mold. Now, the complicating factor in her situation is that there's an adjoining wall with an attached neighbor, and that's where the mold is, and the neighbor won't remediate it. So this is something that I know is very complex and hard for people to deal with.
Yeah, we're actually dealing with the city on this issue. In fact, I've got a list of about 13 or 14 homeowners that I've been in contact directly about this very issue. Mm-hmm. And when Tom, you mentioned the padlocking. In some cases, the mortgage company has taken over the home. The bank has taken over the home and does not care about that there's mold growing, and so the neighbors, whether they're in an attached home, are having serious problems with this. Right. So I just wanted to kind of get an idea of what your experience is, because it's something that we're making a case now with the city that something needs to be done about these. We have to gain access to these homes.
There's
and
a lot of them out there.
A lot, yeah. Yep. If you would like to, contact my office.
I definitely will.
We probably have a lot of them already because we do have quite a list. But if you want to give me additional addresses that you know specifically, please.
I do have that information.
All right, please contact my Chief of Staff, Paul.
I will.
And the last thing I want to talk about, just briefly, I know this is insurance, but banking goes kind of hand in hand in this case. I've got a lot of people now, the new complaints, or the new concern, I should say, from my constituents is that they are heading towards foreclosure. Exactly. Because they cannot keep up with the bills because either their insurance carrier has not paid, FEMA has not paid, they just can't keep up with the cost of the repairs. They are in a tremendous amount of debt. And my concern is now we're going into a major meltdown here where we're going to have a lot of foreclosures in our community. What do you think we can do to try to prevent that? I know you mentioned the mitigation being one of it, helping with the cost. And I do believe, at least in the state of the state, the governor did indicate that he would like to do a plan in addition to the buyout program, which would be voluntary. It's not an eminent domain, but that there would be a mitigation plan as well to raise homes for people that would want to raise their homes, and we're still, waiting on details of that. What else do you think we can do to try to help those people that are headed towards foreclosure?
Well, I know that Superintendent Losky is in constant dialogue with the major mortgage servicers, and they're the main problems, the ones he mentioned, Wells, Bank of America, Chase, and Citibank. So he is trying to do all he can to make these forbearances real. What has to happen with the mortgage forbearance is those forborne payments need to be put on the back end of the loan in non-interest-bearing balloons or simply wiped out. Otherwise, it's going to be a third foreclosure wave from the two that we've already seen. I mean, if pressure can be brought to bear on these servicers, I'm not sure what we can do in terms of state law, in terms of regulating how national mortgage banks handle these mortgages, but it's something I'd be happy to give some thought to and discuss. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk more offline, but I thank you both for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.